Hello everybody, this is Purge, and I'm bringing you guys a pubcast. I'm going to be watching a bunch of my friends here. I swear to God, guys, I was going to make a video yesterday when the servers were down. I know that you could watch recent games, but I clicked through so many, and almost all of them were replay unavailable. I even looked at a Reddit trick that said you could type in a command in console and watch a match ID, but it just did not work for me, so I literally tried really hard to get a video up yesterday, but it just never worked out. So, here I am casting a game now. If you guys are wondering why this loading screen is taking so long, is they just got loaded into the game, so there's basically a 2-minute delay here before I can actually cast. So this is a good thing because I have a couple cool things to talk about, I guess. I haven't really had a talk to you guys video in a long time. It's all been like pub games. So once again, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I know I haven't said that in a very long time, but I really do appreciate everybody watching and commenting and following me everywhere and watching my streams. It's really great, and I really appreciate it. You guys are helping me make this my job, and that's really awesome because I sleep in every day and I still bust ass. Like I probably work way more than 40 hours a week, but it's still very fun, and I definitely love doing this. So thank you guys for being supportive. So turn off your ad blockers, all that stuff. I get ad revenue now from advertisements, so all that stuff helps out. Thank you very much. So. Okay, into the game here. So, I don't really know if this is technically going to fall under low or middle skill. Probably somewhere on there we have Chachi, Uranic, and Twisco. All friends of mine in real life. Once again, if you guys don't know, I've known Chachi since grade school. So, when I was like 8, Uranic I went to high school with, and Twisco I went to college with. So, it's a couple of my real life friends here. Should be a sweet game. We're going to have to load in here. Shinex is the one we're waiting on. He just connected, so I'm going to close this on out. I would actually love to watch your perspective of Twisco. That'd be pretty funny. Sorry about that. That was my Skype, by the way. I'm going to turn that off now. Go to sleep, Skype. Just pay. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Alright, Twisco is going to be playing a Draw Ranger. We have Uranic on the Juggernaut Hoot, playing a Witch Doctor, Goliath on a Bloodseeker. Who else are we going to see? By the way, did you guys see the new images? I can't wait to make a Lone Druid video. I actually really liked playing him in Dota 1 occasionally, because he does take a little bit of micro to get used to. So he's a really fun hero. I'm definitely going to make a video of him. I know I said that for a couple other heroes, and I'm sorry about not getting those other videos out quite yet, like Doombringer and Lifestealer and all these other heroes that I have not played yet. I'm going to get to it eventually. I've literally tried to make them, but sometimes the game is too much of a stomp, and then it's just not worth uploading, and then I don't feel like playing them again because I'm streaming or something. It's like issues like that. That's the main problem. So, it looks like Chachi's going to pick up Invoker, and Enemy is going to play a Dragon Knight. So excited to see. I know Chachi's been playing Invoker occasionally at his skill level. I'm interested to see what skill build he goes for. He may go for his typical troll build of something like Treads with a Helm of the Dominator, Poor Man's Shield. That was always his joke build in Dota 1. I haven't actually seen him do it in Dota 2, but should be a sweet game. And the other people, Gravy is Morphling, Mr. Duncan playing the Kunkka, Shinex playing Dazzle, and Goliath is Bloodseeker. So that's going to be the Radiant team here. Other cool news that I haven't really talked about, at least not on my YouTube videos. I've talked about them in other general places, but the International for 2012, they're doing one every single year. We already knew this ever since the first International, but the cool part is the fact that it's in Seattle this year. And if you guys don't know where Seattle is, that's in the northwest of the United States. So that means it's going to be very cheap for me to go to it, or at least at the very least I can buy a plane ticket. It's not very expensive. And I'm definitely going to go. So if you guys want to go to the next International, I'm going to be there for sure. I won't necessarily be casting it. I haven't been offered that kind of a position, but if I do, obviously I would take that up. But we'll see what ends up happening. If I don't end up casting it, I'm going either way, just because it's awesome. I would have loved to go to the first International, but didn't really have a chance at the time. First of all, it wasn't very established, and it would have cost a lot of money, and I had other things to do at the time. So, next International, I'm going. It's going to be in Seattle. I believe it's about August. They don't have a date set quite yet, and there isn't quite a venue. There is a lot of leaning saying that's going to be at PAX West, so it'll be at a gaming convention, which would be pretty cool, and it won't be as, the audio quality at least won't be hit as hard. So my art is about done. That's another thing that I can talk about. My art is done today, or pretty soon here. I'm going to get that updated on my main channel, and I'm working on a website as well, which should be done sometime in the next couple weeks. It'll pretty much be all the same stuff on YouTube, just channel a little bit better. So I think that's about all the updates I'll cover you guys for now. Once again, thanks for watching, and without further ado, on to this pro pubcast. Alright, Kunkka going to start off randoming, picking up 4 gauntlets of strength here. This is cool for the fact that his HP is much higher, but is he really going to use all these? The answer is no. 75 gold apiece lost every time he sells one of those. And Dazzle picking up a really fast ring of regen. I think I would almost argue this is cool if you can get a fast Tranquil Boots, but I know that's not going to be the case because of the fact that you have to have a ringer protection to make those tranquil boots. If we look at Twisco up here on the top lane, looks like he random as well. He picks up a Wraith Band, 3 Ironwood branches, and good regen. I actually really like this item build. Whenever I random agility hard carries, this is one of my favorite item builds to go. Sometimes you can throw Basilius here instead of the Wraith Band, but I'm happy with Twisco for that. The downside is that they have a double hard carry lane here, and Dragonette's going to put some good hits on the Dazzle, and Kunkka continuing to land hits. So they have 2 hard carries, both of them need to farm. This is the starting item, the starting recommended item build on Dragonette, but I don't agree with it. Swap this Gauntlet out, get a little bit more regen. Dragonette's actually a hard carry that needs a little bit of help in lane. He can go in the mid lane sometimes, but generally, I've actually played a couple games now in Dragonette where I've just gotten completely outlaned, and that just screwed me over for the entire game. So with Dragonette, you kind of need some free farm, and that's something that's important. And since he is in a lane with another hard carry, they're going to have a lot of issues with that. So mid lane looks to be Chachi attempting to dominate onto a Bloodseeker here. He picked up a Wex at level 2 and instead of Invokes. This is his first mistake here. You always get Quas at level 1, pick up Cold Snap at level 2 by grabbing Invoke so that your Harass can actually do something. And this Bloodseeker looks like he had a little bit of extra money, possibly randomed here. He's going to be maxing out Bloodbath pretty early, and with that Stout Shield, Quelling Blade, and the Tango, it's going to be pretty hard for Chachi to shut him down. So I'm not sure what he's doing right now. Sitting around, he does grab his Invoke ability. Is he actually going to attack our last hit? Who knows? Onto the bot lane. Looks like we're going to see a first blood go down. Are they going to get the last hit? No. Rough loss for them there. Morphling is going to fly away as well. Oh, wow. Morphling accidentally transferring the wrong stats. Looks like he transferred into agility here. Pretty funny stuff. So he completely burns his mana pool. Can't really morph at all anymore. 20 mana per tick. Doesn't have enough for a waveform. And his HP is very low. On the bright side, this is kind of the same trick as switching your treads and healing up. You will heal up to full HP, and then if he transfers stats again, he'll be at a full HP. So, Witch Doctor or Juggernaut lane is probably the best lane in this entire game here, other than Bloodseeker and Invoker are pretty standard lanes for either one of them. But looks like Chachi's trying to concern himself with harassing the Bloodseeker down, but I don't really think that's going to happen, because if he wants that to be the case, he needs to literally, lag, pause. It's like there's some lag, and then the game gets paused. You literally need to be auto-attacking the crap out of the Bloodseeker. Like, every chance you get. I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to make a video like that. I'm going to make a how to outlane your opponent video, something like that. And the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to lane against probably Twisco, just so I can enjoy myself, and lane against him, outlane the crap out of him, giving examples about how to win that. So I'm going to make a video like that probably tonight. I think I may upload that tonight as well, in addition to this video. So, if not, sometime soon, I promise. So, I can show you how to do stuff like that. I'll ask him if he wants to play Bloodseeker. I think that'll be actually kind of fun. So, alright, so Uranek once again on the bot lane with the Juggernaut. Hope they're not paused for a super long time. There's the resume. Looks like the game gets started. We don't see any chat, or it doesn't tell us who is pausing or resuming, but that is not a big deal. And Uranek actually went for a double slipper here. I don't really like this. It's kind of okay for the fact that he's going to grab a poor man's shield, I think. He does buy boots first, which is very smart. But I would argue if you really, really want to get slippers, I don't know, it's not that great. Juggernaut, I feel like, needs a little bit more HP. The Stout Shield's really good, because when you're spinning, then the Stout Shield is blocking the only way that you can take damage, so that's pretty cool. But is he getting free farm is another thing. He is getting the last hits. Witch Doctor is playing a good support hero. Good for him. Double Gauntlet on him. Looks like he's going to be getting a urn. And once again on the top lane, looks like Twisco now soloing. Picking up 2 levels of Frost Arrows, which is pretty good. He has boots, and Dragonite doing a little pulling, which is a nice way to split up farm if you do have 2 heroes, or 2 farm-dependent heroes in the same lane. So Dazzle will spot up the pull-out. The melee creep is going to take some damage. I missed first blood on the bot lane. Not too surprising, though. A stun from Juggernaut and a follow-up spin. I'm sorry, a stun from Witch Doctor and a follow-up spin from Juggernaut is going to guaranteed get some easy kills. It's 500 AoE damage done by Battle Fury, or Blade Fury, sorry. And it looks like Morphling's still very low HP. His mana pool is not that high. He could pop a Clarity Potion, but he doesn't currently have a waveform. So they could actually get a kill on him right now. If they just threw a stun, this would be a dead Morphling, guaranteed. But I don't think they're keeping attention on that. And that's actually very important against a hero like this, because, for example, you could look at his HP and be like, okay, if you're not looking at the little black bars and the black lines or whatever, you could look at his HP and say, okay, he's pretty full. It's unlikely we can kill him. But it's always important to click on your enemy heroes and say, how much mana do they have? Especially a hero like Morphling. How much mana does he have? And in this case, how much of his strength did he transfer into agility like a total idiot? Look at his skill build. 1 of each, not good, guys. Do not pick up an early adaptive strike. It does absolutely no damage at this level. He has 50 agility. Let's do some math. This may or may not be accurate. 50 agility damage max is 0.5 per agility. So that means he gets 25 damage from having agility. So 25 damage plus 20 damage is 45. That's absolutely no damage. That's 100 mana. That is not worth doing. And look at him. He's playing like a total sissy right now because he is absolutely terrified of the Witch Doctor Juggernaut combo, which is understandable. Now Bloodseeker will go ganking here at level 6. Very good item build on him. 580 gold. They will spot the Bloodseeker over here. There's the stun. Are we going to see the spin? And the Maledict. Nice play so far. There's the Rupture going on the Witch Doctor. This could be some trouble for him. And the Maledict is level 2, but a little misplay there by Uranic. He really didn't get a very good Blade Fury off. There's a lot of missed damage there. And he's going to kind of commit to this kill, which is a big mistake. I think the Maledict may score a kill. Ooh, it actually did run out there. And no Blade Fury. I'm sorry, no Blood Rage casted, and there's a Salve from Juggernaut, so definitely could have gotten this kill there. He spent a little bit too much time not doing the Blade Fury spin on the Bloodseeker. Now he's going to have to eat some tangos to heal up. Going back to the mid lane where Chachi is, he's got boots and a Blade of Attack. That's all he's farmed so far. I don't really like his starting item build. A Clarity Potion on Invoker is a waste. You never really cast that much early. It's pretty much just a Cold Snap and a very occasional Tornado, so going for an early Clarity Potion, not worth it. Grab an Ironwood Branch there. One little gripe about that. He's going to grab a Regen Rune, possibly going ganking. As a level 6 hero, not the best deal. He should stay more in his lane and get some farm, and look at that, they even have Observer Wards up, so this isn't going to accomplish anything at all here. Unless the players are idiots. But he is going to run all the way past the Observer Wards. Chachi needs to stand in the mid lane. Nobody is getting EXP and farm here. And Invoker is a hero who literally needs EXP and farm to perform well. He doesn't even have his boots yet, and he's trying to gank here. Also, pick up 3 quas right off the bat. I've seen some pro players go opposite ways, but usually they get about 3 quas and just leave it at that for the rest of the game. Makes their Cold Snap a very nice staple of the game, and they can just kind of build off that. He does already have an Exhort, which is a little weird. I have seen some players opt to do this. In this case, I don't think it's really worth it, because Chachi's probably not going to cast that many spells anyways, and when you really split your orbs evenly like this, all of your spells end up being not that useful. So here comes another gank on the top lane. We will see a Silence and a Rupture going on the Dragonite, and he looks dead as hell. That's the most dangerous thing about ganking Bloodseekers, is when he has backup. But look at the fact that, you know, he did get a kill on Witch Doctor on the bot lane. He's still level 6 though. So even though this Bloodseeker was soloing mid, he did gank the bottom, and then he went straight back to gank top. His bot gank could have been more successful. He's going to pick up Power Treads here, but their team doesn't really have a giant level advantage like they should. They don't really have a single hero that is like, wow, really over-leveled. Chachi is the same way, because he did end up going ganking to the top and waste 40 seconds or 50 seconds running around. Chachi could probably be level 8 by now. But this is the problem with doing this heavy ganking. And what's Bloodseeker going to do? He's like, oh, I'm out of mana. I need to go heal. And who was he? He was the solo mid hero, and he's only level 6 right now. So this is something that a lot of newer players are not going to be able to analyze correctly. They're going to be like, why am I so underleveled in the middle of the game? And it's completely because he left the lane at level 6 and spent all of his time ganking. You have to do a mix. You have to say, I'm going to gank, and then I'm going to wait 70 seconds until Rupture comes back, and then I'm going to gank again. Stuff like that is usually much better. And there's more Blade Fury coming from Uranic, trying to get a kill. Is he going to be able to, though? Are we going to see the stun? Ooh, the stun is not going to bounce, actually. And another Rupture coming down onto Uranic this time. He does get silenced. He looks absolutely dead. No chance of him surviving this one. And he will eventually get picked off. Stun goes down on the wrong hero. Here's Chachi's Tornado. Going to do a little bit to Kunkka, but not very much. But the Maledict will secure the kill. Are we going to see a Cold Snap? He accidentally queued up a Ghost Walk instead. Is he going to use it? He needs a Cold Snap right now. There it is. There's the Cold Snap. Nice play by Chachi. And that's going to secure a kill on the ganking Bloodseeker. Oh, God. That could have been really bad. If Bloodseeker got that kill on Dragonite, he would have healed for 30% of his total HP, which is 800, so 80, 160, 240. He would have gotten 240 HP out of that. Might have survived. A little scary, but nice support there by Chachi. Actually had a double damage as well, but miscued up that Ghost Walk, unless he was just sitting. I did not actually see any blocking going on, but that's okay. So far, looking pretty good for the Dire team. And once again, Morphling, Doom lane. By the way, this lane sucks really bad. And Doom looks like he's going for a level death here. He's got a Stout Shield. Is he going to get a Soul Ring? I actually never thought about getting a Soul Ring on Doombringer. It's not. He's going to get a Basilius, it looks like, but a Soul Ring would be kind of cool. Soul Ring, Vanguard, Doombringer. It would be kind of interesting. It's an item build that we don't see very often. It would be kind of nice just to fill in his mana inadequacies and just go for more carry items, something like a the typical Radiance, Vanguard, Phase Boots. little bit of silence going on by Twistco. Really accomplished a whole lot there. That's for sure. He's got a magic wand with the Wraith Band and his regular boots. Hopefully going for Power Treads next, but so far this is a pretty good item build. I would like to maybe see him even get a Ring of Aqua. It's a very good item on heroes like Draw Ranger, and he has been spending his mana on Frost Arrows and Silence, obviously. He's actually getting chased now, jumping into the juke section. That would actually be kind of dangerous. They could dive him. His tower is kind of low, and once the tower dies, juking is definitely a possibility, but he's just kind of sapping experience right now. We'll see. Hey, he's going to get some last hits, so he's not too horrible here. And Dragonite, great item build so far, or skill build that is. Here comes another gank, and it looks like it was going to be a Torrent as well as an ulti onto Chachi there. He's going to Tornado this, and are we going to see a stun come through? It's going to go onto the Dazzle. The Fire Breath does some damage as well. There's a couple Frost Arrows. Is he going to get off? There is the Frost Arrow, and that's a level 3, so pretty big, nice Torrent coming out of the Dragonite, but the Cold Snap from Chachi is going to guarantee the kill. So far, things going pretty good on the top lane. Chachi a little dangerous there. He does have phase boots now, but he's only level 8. I would love to see him go back mid, man. Go back mid, pop your quas, go mid. You'll heal up eventually. Bot lane taking some damage. Do we see another Rupture? Yes, there was actually a Rupture. Possible mistake there. Oh, he's going to Omni Slash it. He wants the kill, but he's not going to get it. Really big Adaptive Strike. I'm sure. Oh my god, he's maxing Adaptive Strike first. Alright, let's do some math again. He's at 60 agility. This does base 60 damage. So 60 times 2 is 120. He's hitting for a 100 and like a 200 damage nuke. 400 mana, which is not horrible. But now the stun minimum is really all that's going on. 0.25 seconds here. And that's because his agility is higher than strength. If you guys are curious how that works, basically, whichever one of his stats is higher is what the max thing gets applied. So for example, if his strength was higher than his agility, he could use it as a stun tool, and it would stun 3 times his strength, which is huge. Actually, oh no, up to 3-second stun. That's pretty big. Let me read the text. I haven't actually seen anyone use it, preferably for the stun before. The attribute is strength. The stun is maximized, but the damage is minimized. So something like that. So it doesn't multiply 3 by the. There's no way. That would be ridiculous. I think just that the strength is higher, it does stun for 3 seconds. So kind of interesting. Chachi back on the mid lane. All he has is a phase boots and a bracer. This is not adequate farm for this point in the game in an Invoker. Invoker can pretty much outlane almost any hero. He's got 21 damage now. Looks like they might be able to get a nice Maledict kill there by the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor playing very good so far. Is he going to get stunned? He will. And Twistco may be able to finish this off with some Frost Arrows. Nice. And that will be enough. Witch Doctor gets a double kill. He's played really good support so far, this guy right here. Magic Wand, Double Gauntlet. He's going for the more aggressive build. He doesn't actually have his heal yet. But when you do max up your Maledict pretty early here, it's more of a pub build, but if you really want to be nasty with Maledict early, you get low levels of Task, and then you max out Maledict first. And then it doesn't bounce as many times, so from a defensive standpoint, or even an offensive standpoint in a big team fight, Cask does not end up being as useful, but Maledict pretty much quadruples in usefulness between level 1 and level 4, and you can really get amazing kills using Maledict. It's a very powerful skill. Morphling's going to back off once again. He's got a double Wraith with a Ring of Health. He's doing very good, despite his skill build being absolute, or his item build being absolute shit. And it looks like Uranic going very heavy onto stats here. Am I crazy? He only has +4 in tiers. That's a little confusing, but 8 there. Yeah, he's got 4 to all stats. So he has 2 levels of stats. Is he not leveled up? 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he's missing 1 level up right now. He should be getting Blade Dance already. I think he just has a level up sitting here that he hasn't quite utilized yet, so that's the reason it looks a little weird. There's another gank coming on the top lane, Rupture on Twistco, and the boat comes through. He's still running now, but the Rupture is about to run out. There is a little bit of slow, but he's pretty much max speed at this point. Twistco will get picked off, no problem at all. So if he would have had a teleport or something, he might have been okay. There was a Torrent, I'm sure that would have been ready for this Kunkka to use, but didn't see I was ultied. Apparently he didn't hear the sound or the blood flying out of his body, something like that, who knows. There's a Soul Ring picked up on Dazzle. I don't really like this item choice myself. It does work pretty good for casting Poison Touch, but Dazzle's HP pool isn't that high, and sure, you can pop the Soul Ring and then heal somebody, and you get healed up, I guess, in an equal amount, but you're wasting, I don't know. I don't think it's the best item. It's hard to say. I would have to try it out myself. I would argue that his HP pool is generally going to be a little scary if you end up having to rely on a Soul Ring. I think there's better options. Maybe just grabbing an Arcane Boots or something like that. I think that might be a little bit better. Looks like Invoker going to run through. He's going to find Kunkka. There is a Torrent coming through. Twistco is going to be running away. We don't actually have a Rupture. 8 more seconds. Tornado flies on through, and looks like Chachi's going to pick up 4 Quas. definitely a mistake. Not very good to max out that quas so early. Cold Snap does get better, but not by a whole crap load. It's mostly just the duration increase that ends up being very useful here. And now they're going to have 2 people defending the mid lane. Oh, it looks like Witch Doctor's actually here too, doing like a ninja, doing like a complete ninja, looking for a ward, I think. Tower taking some damage now. And Chachi should be doing EMP tornadoes at this point. Unfortunately, his mana's pretty low. There's a tornado, but he's only got 2 levels in Wex, so the distance is not at all adequate. There's a stun now on Bloodseeker, and he's going to need a little bit of a heal and a run back now. He's up to 2,200 gold. Looks like he's going to be rushing to Radiance this game, and once he does get that, I think it's going to be a big issue for the Dire team, partially because most of these guys just don't have the farm or the gameplay. I mean, even Uranic here on the bot lane was doing pretty good. He's going to do a little bit of spin going on, possibly going to ulti this as well. And there's a couple hits. Is he going to ulti it? He does take a Rupture, so now he's going to stop moving. And there's the ulti. He does go down, does good damage, but actually the Rupture did damage to him there as he ultied there. Kind of rough. A little peculiar. Are they going to be able to kill Bloodseeker? It's going to be close. Chachi did get doomed, but his mana is very low anyways. Stuns coming on through in the cleave. Twisco goes down. Chachi gets a kill. He needs to have his mana pool full. He should have better items than at this point at level 15. His level is okay, but it could have been much better. And, you know, if he had he could have like a wand and a drum and full mana and doing EMP tornadoes. If you drain the mana of a Bloodseeker, he's going to be able to like maybe Rupture and Blood Rage, and that's it. Maybe just one or the other. And if you drop his mana like that, that's one annoying hero out of the fight. Who's another hero that would be nice to just drain the mana of? Doombringer. He's only got 400. Even dropping Dazzle's mana by like 300 mana is a huge deal. So this is literally the thing that's making the difference here and how effective their game is going. And Chachi should also be sitting. He's going to be maxing Quas first, which is not the way to do it. He could be regenning like 15 HP per second just by putting on his Quas orbs, and he's been sitting on his Wex this entire game here. So that's something I'm going to yell at him for at the end after this game is over. You got to put a couple levels into Quas, and then you max Wex out so that your EMP ends up getting really, really useful. And currently, he can't really do that. I mean, once again, his Cold Snap is really powerful. His Tornado is going to put them in the air for a long period of time, but that's really not that useful. And he's still at 500 HP. What is this crap? Now, Twisco with the Haste Rune is going to do a little bit of chasing, but Dazzle will be absolutely fine. Dazzle not yet with 3 levels of Poison Touch. You should really get 3 levels, guys. It's an ability that is worthless at level 1. It does damage for 8. So let me think. 8 seconds of damage for 8. So it does like 64 physical damage, which means it's absolutely shit. Once you get to level 3, the set time is 3 seconds, so that means it actually does a lot of slow, and it's primarily good for that. And it looks like they're ganking on the bot lane now. Twisco getting some slow off. There's the waveform coming through, and he's going to slowly regen this up, and it looks like Bloodseeker now wants to come in for a gank, but he doesn't even have his ulti. Uranic surely didn't check his mana totals, so got a little scared there, and there's the dive. Chachi looking for a Cold Snap possibly. There's a Courier. Kill that Courier, man. Are they going to be able to get Morphling? Yes, the Cold Snap will score a kill on Morphling. There's another stun on the Kunkka. Bloodseeker chasing this. Uranic coming through. He does have his ulti, but once again, just a level 1. He's going to eat the boat, though. There is the boat. Bloodseeker now chasing. Radiant Courier does get killed. That's big gold there. Looks like Chachi picked that up. Nicely done by him. And that's going to be the disengage from the team fight. Kunkka now looking for another splash. We'll get that off once again, slowing down the creep wave push. Chachi switching lanes. He's going to find an illusion rune. He does finally switch to his Quas Orb, and he's healing so much right now. 20 HP per second. You know, his Cold Snap's going to be really powerful. That's the thing that's important. His Ghost Walk is going to provide a crap load of slow, up to 40%, and Ice Wall would be good if he uses that as well. 140% slow is ridiculous. That's very ridiculous. And okay, so the duration goes up on the Ice Wall depending on what your Quas is, which is very good. But Bloodseeker gets another kill. Looks like he did end up using his Rupture once again, but still doesn't have very good items. But you know, uncoordinated allies, man. Bloodseeker is a really, really good pub hero for that. So Clarity Potion is popped. Another good Torrent going down, and Uranic almost dying there. Good stun by the Witch Doctor, but it's not going to matter. He is looking to die, and Witch Doctor kind of just commits to going with the hard ulti there. That's going to be the last burst, and not going to get the kill. 130 HP on that. It looks like Chachi's illusions. Are they going to score the kill? The damage block, man. Is he going to regen from this? No, he's not going to. Little unfortunate for them. Vanguard purchased by Kunkka. He's doing very good. His farm levels are quite good. So yeah, it looks like he did use 2 of these gauntlets. His third one is still kind of being wasted right now, but he's very tanky as a result. And strength items, of course, do give him some good damage. So that's pretty good for him. Twisco farming on the top lane. He's got Intelligence Treads. Not a good choice. You want to do those agility treads or the strength treads. Int treads are not ever pretty much worth it for Draw Ranger. Morphling swinging to the top lane. I'm going to guess the farm total is pretty much in the Radiant favor here. And it looks like it is 4K. If you just look around at their items and you can just see their playstyles, nobody's farmed for shit here over on the Dire team. Kunkka's doing well, Bloodseeker's doing well, despite only being a ganking hero so far, but everybody's farm habits just not very good on the Dire team. You know, Chachi could have gotten a crapload of gold in the mid lane. He just has a phase boots and a drum at the moment. His Quas is about to be maxed out, so once again his cold snaps are destructive, and his tornado puts people in the air for 2.3 seconds, which is really good, but that's all that's getting really accomplished here. Witch Doctor can grab a double damage. He's got phase boots now and Observer Ward, so he's doing a good job supporting. His decision making has been a little iffy so far, but that's not a big deal. And it looks like a gank coming for Twisco, who is now sure that he's getting ganked and is going to just hide over here. In the meantime, Kunkka is on the jungle with Dazzle swinging on past as well, and he's got boots now going for a possible Urn next, and Twisco going to now run out as he spots everybody. Hopefully he just teleports out. He's kind of wasting a lot of time here. Not really a lot of places to farm, but so far the Dire team hasn't taken a tower either, so it's like the Witch Doctor trying to make that happen, coming for the push here. Dragon Knight showing up level 9. He's got Urn treads, pretty good. Fire Breath going to slow down or push the creep wave away. And on the bright side, the Dire team did get that courier kill, so there's the word from the Witch Doctor. He's going to find a Kunkka, and Kunkka looks to be in a lot of trouble. There is the slow, there is the stuns, there's the Maledict. Man, this Witch Doctor playing so good, man. He is playing so good. The damage is like ridiculous there. Chachi gets the last hit. He's got his point booster. I guess he's going to be going for an Aghanim Scepter this game. He's got 3 Wex now, so hopefully he will be going for the EMP Tornado combo. Still hasn't thrown a single EMP. Seriously, guys, if you're going to play a Wex Quas Invoker, you have to get the EMP Tornado combo going. It is literally the nastiest thing about the hero. It's so mean to play against that. And there's the Sacred Relic on the Bloodseeker now. Once again, he is going for his Radiance. It's like more disable coming towards the Radiant team. They want to take this tower. Are they going to be able to get the last hit? Chachi being really aggressive here, and we see a Doom go down on the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor looks like he is probably going to die here, but it's gonna we're going to see. It's taking 20 damage just like he's got buff. Actually, I think he's going to survive here. He will survive. Here's a Rupture going on Twisco. Now they turn and auto attack Bloodseeker in a lot of trouble. Pretty big mistake by him. Oh man, the Grave is going to be a pain in the ass for the Dire team. Are they going to get the kill though? I think the Urn will score the kill. Nicely done. And Dazzle making a huge mistake, not getting the heal off. Uranic also being aggressive. Witch Doctor ulti coming down now. Wow, Doombringer just getting destroyed. Tornado from Chachi will score that kill. And maybe not. Alright, now the slow coming. Cold Snap on Morphling. He's in trouble. Not going to get the waveform off, and he will drop. The boat comes through, does a ton to Witch Doctor. And Uranic now backing off. Dragon Knight helping up. Live, Uranic, live! No, the tower hit. So painful. Kunkka now doing the X marks the spot. Really wants to get a kill on Twisco. And the Torrent going to fail. Comes a stun from the Dragon Knight, going to keep him alive. He's going to find Illusion Rune. See if they can trick them. There's a Soul Ring once again. Poison Touch goes down on Dragon Knight, but his armor is very high, and once again, physical damage does nothing, really, or at least much reduced damage if you have very, very high armor. Chachi now with Drum of Endurance is going to pick up his Staff of Wizardry. It looks like he's going straight for his Aghanim Scepter. This is going to cause him a little bit of mana problems, especially because he doesn't have anything like a magic wand. He's going to run out of mana at times. Cold Snap is still pretty useful here. Hasn't picked up any new levels, and he hasn't actually used his Exhort at all yet. I would like to see him maybe use Ice Wall, I think. It was pretty beastly, man. If you can drop that slowdown and get them disabled for that long, that's a huge deal, man. 12 seconds, 10.5 to 12 seconds of slow. At that percentage of slow is imbalanced, pretty much. So that's something interesting to look at. I wasn't aware that the duration was increased so much based on the Quas level, but that's pretty awesome. Bloodseeker going for his his Radiance still. Once he does get this, he's going to be a lot more effective. And if you guys don't understand why Bloodseeker does want a Radiance, it's because you kind of have to look at his skill set. He is good at chasing, really good at chasing with Thirst. He is able to stay in the battle and tank longer with Bloodbath by getting kills. This is for creeps as well. Silence is good for disabling melee casters and kind of running in the mix a bit and attacking. And Rupture obviously very good at chasing as well and just doing some good damage. So once you have that Radiance, as long as you couple it with some tanky items, which he does, Power Treads of Strength as well as Poor Man's Shield, you know, he can be up in the mix, he can silence a guy, he can Rupture a guy, and he's doing damage over time just by having those up, and it can be really effective. But are we going to see, oh man, that would have been a really good Cold Snap. Could have killed Bloodseeker immediately, and there's the ulti right off the bat, and Witch Doctor just got shut down completely there. Still no Cold Snap, finally going down on the tankiest person on the Radiant team, And is it going to accomplish much? He is taking good damage, but now the slow coming after the Bloodseeker. Twisco putting his slow on a couple different heroes, which is really good. Are they going to find somebody out of position? They're still pursuing here. And the Doom goes down on Chachi. He is probably going to survive that, no problem. Level 1 Doom really doesn't do very much damage, and good to go. Yep, just a level 1 Doom here. So pretty big mistake there by Chachi. As soon as the Bloodseeker got to this position, Cold Snap would have been a guaranteed kill. Just a little bit of auto-attacking there. I would have started the battle off so much better there. And looks like Twisco in some trouble. Here comes the Torrent, but the Torrent will miss. And there's the chase. Bloodseeker wants a kill now. Stuns the Doom illusion there. Pretty big mistake, and Twisco now goes down. Bloodseeker continue owning this. Unless Chachi comes through. Chachi coming through. Dragon Knight dies. No Cold Snap. Still no Cold Snap. There's the ulti from Juggernaut, which will score a beast kill. Yasha increasing its attack speed, which means he's going to do more hits. And are we going to see the Maledict? Maledict does land on the Morphling. And that could be Morphling's death. Yeah, nice bounces. Morphling definitely going to die to the Maledict there. Taking a ton. He's going to transfer his strength, but I don't know if it's going to matter. Yeah, he's completely transferred there, and here comes his death. Explosion! Now going after the Kunkka. Healing put up by the Witch Doctor. Nice play there, and Uranic going to clean up. Looks like Chachi has killed Kunkka. Oh yeah, Chachi was in there too. And Chachi's very close to his Aghanims. We'll see. Is Aghanims even going to be a good item choice on Chachi? That's the real question. Can his fingers move fast enough? I don't know. I've actually been... I really wanted to cast a pub game with a really bad Invoker playing. And that hasn't quite happened yet. I mean, I wouldn't say Chachi's a really bad Invoker. He's a moderately bad Invoker. Hasn't been using his abilities appropriately. Hasn't casted a single EMP this game, but past that, it could be worse. It could be much worse, and that's what I was hoping for. I actually saw one replay, at least from the replay screen, not from the in-game. There was an Invoker late game who had boots and an AC, and I was like, damn! I wish I was casting that game. That would be hilarious, but too bad. Alright, Mask of Madness, I'm sorry, Morbid Mask picked up on Dragon Knight. Is he going to get a Helm of the Dominator or a Mask of Madness? That's the real question. Looks like Dazzle going to pick up a rune and dropping a ward down. Kind of weird ward spots. I usually drop it about here, I guess. Not really sure what the disadvantages of each of these would be, but let's look at both teams. It's pretty much the same thing, except I think this one's a little bit better. It does give vision up on the high ground here. Kind of cool stuff. Not a big deal. And Witch Doctor in the jungle now. He does have a mechanism picked up. Pretty interesting item pickup, but not bad at all. Does give him a lot of heal. Gives him that armor, which is great against Bloodseeker. And the survivability. And that does, of course, once again, go through any magic community, or any silence, other than Doom, of course. Doom is a very extreme example, but it's always good to have a heal like this when you're fighting up against Bloodseeker. Looks like Twisco is going to pick up a Crystallis. Not something I really agree with. Mantis Style is by far the best Ranger item. And if you get silenced and ruptured, you can use Mantis Style to just dispel those. Pretty much any like debuffs like that, or buffs that land on your hero, you can Mantis Style out of them. Silence is another good example. If you're silenced, Mantis Style, man. And then cast your spells. Things are beautiful then. But Twisco not really getting a lot of farm. He's going to be hitting decently hard with this plus 35 damage here, but it could be better, I would argue. And Chachi still does not have his Aghanims. Looks like it's right here. They have a regular cursed. Funny stuff. And there's his Aghanim Scepter. Now he's going to be able to invoke for 0 mana. The mana cost goes to 0, and the cooldown is drastically decreased. So he should be, please God, cast some EMP Tornadoes, man. Please. It's so good. They have like no mana. If you drain their mana, they can't cast anything. Doombringer can't cast Doom. Bloodseeker can cast a Rupture, but that's it. Morphling can do like one waveform. It's really good, and you're not casting it, and that's really frustrating to see, honestly. He's going to need some mana regen at this point, now that he does have his Aghanims, because, yeah, you can cast spells all day, but they're pretty expensive. I'm happy this game is very close, at least. 15 to 16 at the moment. At the moment, 28 minutes, and if we look at the gold graph here, very close. Holy crap, Radiant was dominating, but then some good team fights there by the Dire team. It looks like they got all the extremity towers. Tower defense is something that most players really don't do very well, and there's a Perseverance picked up on Juggernaut. If you guys don't know how his ultimate works, you get extra physical attacks in the middle of it, depending on your attack speed, so it's nice to pick up a Yasha on him, because it gives you 31% attack speed. Nice little damage buff there. And Perseverance is picked up for the Battle Fury, so that when you do actually get those extra hits in, they do a little bit of cleave damage. So usually we see a Battle Fury picked up first on Juggernaut, but this isn't horrible. Most players don't like Power Treads, they go for Phase Boots instead, and obviously the attack speed is really good from Power Treads because it helps out your ulti, but Phase Boots is very good for chasing with Blade Fury. You'll do a Blade Fury spin, you'll pop your Phase Boots, and you run really quickly, and you can catch up to people much easier. And Dragon Knight now with his Helm of the Dominator, it's going to keep him very tanky. As long as he's attacking in a team fight, he's going to be regenning, or at least gaining life. And when you have very, very high armor like this, it's nice to have lifesteal. Remember, it's always good to couple survivability with other survivability. Always very good. It's always going to make you more survivable. Assuming that you have some way to do damage on top of that. You know, if, for example, Dragon Knight, level 16, he's going to have a slow, so he's contributing that way. He's got Fire Breath, he's stunning. He does have contribution. If this was like, for example, Juggernaut, I would not say Juggernaut. You should get a Vanguard for survivability and then get a Helmet Dominator on top of that, because that's survivability on survivability. That's not a good example, basically. You want to get these kind of tanky items when he has abilities or other contribution that isn't necessarily reliant on him getting other items. So Dazzle pushing the bot lane, being pretty aggressive here, but doesn't look like... Yeah, we are going to see a stun go down, but not going to have a follow-up there. A little bit of miscommunication. I think they should have dove on that. Are we going to see a Tornado? Nothing yet. I don't think Chachi has invoked a new ability quite yet. More wards down. And Kunkka looks like going back to farming. He does have his Drum of Endurance. Has used 3 of his gauntlets so far. What a pro, man. Only had to waste a single one. That's a pretty big deal. But not really spending his item on anything really fancy, though, is the only downside to him so far. So if you do spend a lot, if you like fill out your profile in bracers, or your inventory in bracers, yeah, you've got a lot of stats. He's got plus 32 strength right now. That's really good. His HP is really high. His damage is getting... buffed by that, but the problem is that he doesn't have any utility at all. He's got a wand and he has a drum. Those are the only 2 utility items that he's currently sitting on. He could have a Lothar's, he could have a Battle Fury, he could have a Daedalus, maybe not have all those items completed, but you know, he would be sacrificing strength for those items. But the problem is that items that don't give you any active abilities are usually a little bit worse. And obviously there's exceptions to this. Heart of Teresk, for example, doesn't have anything you can click on, but it does apply that regen. Vanguard obviously is very good for the damage block and the regen and stuff like that, but you know, he could spend his money not getting a bracer. He could get like a Black King Bar or something. Black King Bar gives you HP, it gives you damage, and it makes you magic immune, something that is kind of a nice added bonus. So I think we're going to see a little bit of a sloppy contribution from Kunkka in the mid game here. He's going to be very tanky, but he's not going to have a lot of utility on top of that. Morphling now sitting on a Perseverance. I thought he was going to be way more farmed than that. There's a Radiance finished on Bloodseeker, so he's hitting really hard. And Witch Doctor now getting some bracers, which I really like. And here's another example of viability. Witch Doctor picks up a fast mechanism. He didn't just get Phase Boots double bracer. All of a sudden, if he gets ruptured, he can now heal. If somebody else gets ruptured, he can now heal him. And that's a huge contribution. And Mech does give you $5 attributes. It's like just about the same strength as a bracer. So by spending the 2,300 gold or however much mechanism costs, you know, he spends a little bit more money, but yeah, 2,300 gold, 2,306 gold, spends a little bit more money, but all of a sudden has tons of contribution to the game. Chachi's still sitting on a Tornado Cold Snap. If you're running around, man, and you have Aghanim Scepter, I would almost argue, always sit on EMP Tornado, just to have that combo ready to go. Oh my god, he queued up an EMP, guys. 32 minutes in, time to see the EMPs land. He has 6 levels of Wex. How much mana are we draining? 350 mana drained from whoever he lands on. That's most of Doombringer's mana. If Doombringer eats that, he's not going to be casting Doom. If Morphling eats that, he's got 1 waveform, and that's it. By the way, he hasn't maxed this out yet. Absolutely been using this for an escape skill. Are we going to see a teamfight coming? If you drain Bloodseeker's mana, his int gain is actually pretty decent, so he will still get a Rupture off, but his Yasha is now picked up. Looks like the Dire team wants to fight Twisco. Nothing new on him. He's got 2k gold, though. And are they going to catch this Doombringer? EMP, EMP. EMP, yeah, EMP coming. Doom, is he going to Doom? He's not going to Doom. He runs out of mana. Not going to be able to Doom now. Disable's going on. Bloodseeker, best here to pick off right away, and he's going to go down right off the bat. Good play from the Dire team so far. Going to clear up an illusion. Doombringer trying to contribute, but he could pop his wand and Doom somebody, but it hasn't happened yet. And what is Kunkka doing? Just dying. Oh my god, Chachi casted multiple spells. I can't believe it. Chaos Meteor coming through. Are we going to see another spell? He's going to Tornado this possibly. There's a Tornado. Catching 2 heroes. Cold Snap. Yes! He's doing it! You're doing it, Chachi! Oh my god. Mega kill on Chachi here. I cannot believe this is happening. This is live, by the way, guys. This is not a replay. I'm straight up in this game. And it's pretty badass. Holy crap. He's actually casting his spells. You know, he spent the entire early game casting nothing more but Tornado and Cold Snap, and all of a sudden, he's like, oh, I have an Aghanim Scepter, now I can cast everything. This should not be limiting you guys. If you have the 2 spells ready to go, if you have a Tornado and a Cold Snap, or a Tornado and an EMP, you can do that combo, immediately pick up your next spell, immediately pick up the Cold Snap. And they're pushing now. Their Quas is very high level, Wex is high level. Witch Doctor is doing very good here. Juggernaut, I believe, has his Battle Fury coming. I don't see Curry on the map. Oh, there it is, sorry. And there it is, yep. So his Battle Fury is now finished. Doing some cleave damage when he ends up doing his ulti. He did a good job in that team fight. Doesn't actually have any healing ward levels, which I think is a big mistake. This ability is always picked up late on Juggernaut, but it's disgustingly good for pushing. 5% max HP per second. That goes through damage. That's better than a heart, man. I think a heart is only 2%, if I remember correctly. Let me check. Heart. Where are you at? 2% HP per second from a heart. Heal and Ward gives 5. Now it can die, of course, but it's really good in a team fight. Even sometimes in a high-action team fight, any good player, of course, is going to attack that once and get it killed, but in a high-action team fight, sometimes they don't have that option. They have to go for the kill. So now, Dire Team really crushing. I'm sure they have a big... Are you okay? I guess they still don't have a gold advantage. Is the Radiant team just out-farming the shit out of them? I don't know what's going on, man. Looks like Doombringer wants to make it a Ring of Aquila because, dude, if you have a Basilius, why not make it an Aquila? Don't go for that, though. 6 agility on Doombringer is not really worth it. I mean, you get 3 strength and 3 intelligence, which you could argue he needs, but it's really not that worth. Are we going to see Chachi's illusion bait out a Rupture? It might happen. Oh, Rupture. He's scared. Rupture. Now he realizes. Damn. I was hoping. Fingers crossed. Bloodseeker looks like he's going to be getting a Sanjay now. This is an absolute mistake. If he's smart, he's going to be getting a Manta. That would be good. Manta style gives him more survivability. He's got the chase already from the Yasha, but most importantly, he's going to have increased survivability, and your illusions do Radiance burn damage anyways, so you could just split and then just spread them out. Right-click them on a couple different heroes and continue doing the Radiance damage. So the Sentry Ward gets dropped, and they will counter-ward this. Pretty nice pickup. I'm sure they watched somebody place it down. And it looks like Tony picks up the Ultimate Orb anyways, which is good. It's not going to finish the Daedalus first, so he has the survivability. Now, maybe someone yelled at him and said, dude, just get a Manta style. It's really good. Chachi now at 2,500 gold. Is he going to get a Sheep Stick? Is he going to get a Yules? Is he going to get a Force Staff? I would like him to get either a Yules or a Sheep. Morphling had such good early farm, man. He had like these items at like 10 minutes or something ridiculous, but apparently he has not been doing anything since then. If you look at the CS totals, 166 on Bloodseeker. Morphling is at 67. Alright, that's just below Dazzle, of course. Looks like Uranic gets scouted by a random Sentry Ward. That's pretty funny. He's looking for a free kill. He does have his ulti. Is he going to swing mid? I don't know. Kunkka is so tanky, and he picks up a Reaver in case he didn't have enough strength yet. And I think, yeah, Uranic is going to be like, oh my god, it's a solo here. I'm going to kill him. And he does ulti. And he is going to get killed because Kunkka is standing still. Oh no! The Torrent! The Beast Torrent hasn't used the Drum of Endurance. That was really close. Don't just right click, guys. First mistake made there. You got to move in between attacks. As soon as that Juggernaut, the spin, or the ulti ended, you have to attack, move. Even if you're a melee hero, that would have gotten him away from the Torrent. And he could have seen Kunkka doing the Torrent animation anyways and just completely dodged it. So that was a pretty big mistake there. Would have been a free kill. And, you know, even the fact that he ultied the tankiest person in the entire game was a little weird, but almost got the kill. Very close. And look at Dazzle. 900 HP. Dude, if you're getting a Soul Ring and an Arcane Boots, this is really dangerous. It's already pretty risky, in my opinion, to grab Arcane Boots on Dazzle. The man is amazing, but he's such a squishy hero here. And it looks like we did see a counter warding going on. Blade Fury on the Bloodseeker. There is the Tornado. Maledict is going to miss, though. This is pretty good for the Radiant team so far. The Death Ward doing pretty good damage. Poison Touch will stop it. I heard a Cold Snap, and it is on the Bloodseeker Illusion. Another big mistake going on. There's the Mech Heal, but I think that's going to be it. Yeah, Juggernaut does get picked off, and now Radiant team going to clean up in this team fight. Pretty big mistakes there. Those are all player mistakes. First of all, Chachi tornadoes the Bloodseeker as the stun comes through. The Maledict misses. That's a big mistake. And then when Witch Doctor ulti comes down, it doesn't actually cause that much damage. Dazzle was there to support it either way, but I think the Maledict could have picked off some heroes. And Chachi, once again, start off with the EMP Tornado, go from there. That's the best thing to do. Set up that mana drain. Drain their mana by 400 so they can only cast like 1 or 2 spells. That's still going to hit Doombringer really hard. It's still going to maybe hurt Dazzle. Morphling is still going to run mostly out of mana. And once you drain their mana like that, it does make a big difference. Let their mana drain and then set up your next Invoker sets. Then you Cold Snap, then you drop the Ice Wall, something like that. Now his Exhort is still at level 1. He did finish his Quas level, so his Tornado is doing decent damage and disabling people for 2.5 seconds, but that was like a 3v5 anyways. Seriously. Tornado EMP, so nasty. Picks up a Mystic Staff, looks like he is going for a Sheep Stick this game, which I think is good against a Bloodseeker. And please get a combo off, man. Please get a combo off. It is daytime, so they can see him currently. Is he going to get it off? There's a Tornado. There's the EMP. It's going to hit Morphling. Morphling losing some mana. He's going to wait for him on out in case his mana was on low enough. The Arcane Boots will heal up his mana just a little bit here. There's the boat coming through. Not going to hit anybody, or is it? It's going to grab one hero. There's an immediate grave going up on Kunkka. I don't think Dazzle really understands how this works. There's the mech pop, and Cold Snap is just draining on Kunkka. He does get picked off. I don't even think he has armor. Yeah, look at this. This is the problem, guys. He has like tons of HP but no armor. There's the Deafening Blast. Nice disable. Wow, the disable coming out of that was ridiculous. That was like way longer than it should have been. The Ice Wall, is it going to land? No, it does not. But the ulti from Juggernaut is going to score a kill, I think. Nice play there by Uranic, getting that kill. Dazzle gets cleaned up as well. Chachi now switching targets. Is he going to be able to queue a new ability? Looks like he's going to be chasing for the damage. Picks up an Alacrity. I don't know if he did this on purpose. And he will pick that up and do some big hits on the Doombringer. More chase coming. And there it is, Ghost Walk. Casted something that he meant to. Applying that slow, so good. Getting ready to the re-queue. He's at down to 500 gold. And they actually end up pushing a little bit here. They pulled the Creep Wave past, killed them all. There's the Manta Style on Twisco, so he's doing pretty good now. And Illusions do crit. It's the one, I would say getting Crystallis after Manta Style, never a bad thing, but try not to get it before the Manta Style. I think that's a little bit of a mistake. And here comes the Healing Ward. Just level 1, but that's okay, they're all full HP anyways, but they will be picking off this melee barracks. I believe we're going to see Morphling coming to possibly defend this. Still doesn't have his Lincoln Sphere because his farm is horrible. There's the Silence. Twisco being very proactive with that. Kunkka going to do an ulti. This boat actually did hit quite a few heroes here. Dragonite taking some damage. Another Replicate coming in. Dragonite is looking like he's going to die here. He's trying to lifesteal or possibly survive, but Morphling hitting pretty hard. Is he going to wait for him for the kill? He could definitely, yeah, and he will get that kill. There's the Maledict going down. It's actually not going to land in the Tornado like it used to. Witch Doctor ulti going to hit a little bit. There's a Rupture. Trying to kill the Witch Doctor mech. Yes, he does heal. He's going to die, though. Bloodseeker, he does make the Manta Style. Good for him. Good for you, Bloodseeker. You are impressing me. He's coming for the kill now. Twisco going to Silence, which is a waste of his time anyways because he already Ruptured. And he will continue the chase. He doesn't actually have a Thirst movement speed buff, but he does have that Manta Style once again. Chachi could actually fight this, man. Cold Snap on Bloodseeker with Manta Drow Ranger. Yeah, clean up. Do it up. Well, he's out of mana anyways. He can't actually Manta, but that's okay. I want to see Chachi go back and heal. Looks like we have a Centaur dicking around. Is he going to stack? Probably not. That's the Dragonites, I think. Looks like he's going to go Scout, maybe. Scouting, I guess. Tower does drop. Chachi in position. Phase Boots, go get your mana up. Raise that mana. Tornado is pretty much disgusting. The range on this is 2,800. He could like snipe from the base. Tower taking damage. There's a Glyph. Twisco going to throw Silence up once again, even though it doesn't accomplish anything here. There's the Tornado. EMP. Yes, EMP. Alright, mana getting drained. The Cold Snap doing real. Oh my god, Bloodseeker. Dude, Cold Snap is rocking. Ghost Walk coming through, slowing him down, and that's going to be a kill here. Chachi will clean that up, and just 2 auto attacks. And there he goes, picks him up. Nice play. Black King Bar and Dragonite, good item choice, and Doom gets picked off as well. And now the noobs are going to wreak havoc. Does Uranic have anything new is the question. Can't click. Why can't I click on you? There we go. Crap, 2,800 gold on him. I'd love to see a Manta Style or Sanjay Nash on him as well. Witch Doctor's still pursuing, but they're not going to find anyone. Maybe they're going for a Roshan. Or maybe he's just going to put some wards up. Also a possibility. Or he wants to push bot tower by himself. No problem, Witch Doctor, you got this. He does have another Bracer, but looks like he dropped it. Or put it in stash maybe. There's a stun. Is he going to get the Maledict off? Yes, he does actually grab it. Helps to do follow-up damage. That's the important part. And he is regenning, so not going to take... Oh, Uranic coming through. Coming for the ulti. And is he going to do it? Yes, this is going to do a little bit of Maledict damage at the end. Not a whole crap load, but it's going to help out. 300 damage done, but if he would have done that at the start of the Maledict... Whoa, that's why. It's because he used his boat. Holy crap, no wonder. Yeah, the way the boat works, if you guys don't understand, you end up taking not as much damage as you would normally, and it ends up applying after the fact, after the boat buff lands out. So I think Uranic might have been able to get the kill if not for that boat there, because it actually did end up working quite well with that Maledict. But Chachi getting closer to his Sheepstick now. Witch Doctor backing up. Uranic still farming. 300 gold. Sanjay Yasha or Manta Style. It's up to you, Juggernaut. Either way, I think they're still going to win this. They have so many hard carry. Well, at least they have Dragonite, they have Juggernaut. Dragonite's more of a semi to hard carry, but depending on how you build them. But of course they do have Drow Ranger, and Twisco's not doing too bad in terms of items. I would like to see him get that Daedalus next. It would be kind of nice. You can crit really, really hard and hit obscenely. I mean, Draw Range is actually one of those heroes that from range can do just a crap load of damage. Similar to something like a sniper, but lots of fun things with that hero. And Bloodseeker jungling it up, using Blood Rage offensively, going to cast on himself, so you can't cast spells then, but he does hit for a bonus 80% damage. Once again, this is based on your base stat here, the 150. 80% of that is what gets increased. He's going to pick up a Ogre Club, looking for a Blacking Bar. Very smart item choice. That Cold Snap has literally been what's been shutting him down this game completely. Cold Snap has been the item or the skill. You know, once he gets out of position, you Cold Snap, you attack the crap out of him for 6 seconds, you get that stun, you take that bonus damage. So, pretty awesome stuff. Witch Doctor looks like he's also going for a Blacking Bar, also a good choice. His armor's a little low, but he does have the mechanism, so that's going to make up for a lot of it. And the Radiant team looks like they want to push. They really want to take a Rex here. The Morphling finally does have a Lincoln Sphere, so at least he's getting a little bit out of this his crappy items now. And AC on Doombringer is not hitting too hard, but this is going to be nice for his allies. The plus armor is very nice. He's very survivable now. And it looks like the push is coming here. Mechanism finished on Dazzle. More support for him. Witch Doctor's on the other side, but going to hopefully make it back to base in time. And wow, bad pathing by Uranik. That was a really big mistake. He's going to pick up the Eagle Song, possibly going for a Butterfly next. It's okay that he just has a Yasha, honestly. It's not a big deal that he doesn't turn that into anything. And the Eagle Song, obviously, or a Butterfly, is going to give him so many attacks here when it comes into Omni Slashing. So, Creep Wave taking damage now. You know, the Radiant could still win this, man. All they got to do is get a good initiation. The Torrent's going to miss completely. Damage coming through. Is Uranik going to go for it? There's some hits. EMP Tornado will land. Mana gets drained off of the Bloodseeker. Comes on through, and Uranik going to ulti this, possibly Black King Bar pop by the Dragon Knight, but they're on a lot of heroes that they shouldn't. You know, they should be hitting other people. Witch Doctor taking some damage now. He's going to get completely nuked down. Uranik dropped as well. Didn't even get his ulti off. He did not. Stun comes down now. Chachi's still doomed up. Almost alive. Almost ready to go. Dragon Knight now in some trouble. And here come the nukes. Chachi, do something. Tornado on everybody. Look at that. They just lost a really big team fight there. And they should not have. If we look at the gold graph, they're really not winning by much. But I feel like they have such a big advantage here. Cast the EMP or something. There, comes down. Wow, they just took a Rex. That's a big deal. Dire team could be doing much better than this. Are we going to see a stun? The Cold Snap goes down on Kunki. He's actually taking a lot of damage from tower, getting disabled, and Chachi now in some issue. Is he going to survive even? It's going to be kind of close here. There's the ice. Oh, the stun. Oh, God, that was close. They're both really, really slow now. And they will run out of the ice wall. Still be absolutely fine there, but crap, dude. Invoker ready to grab a sheepstick. I can't believe that battle went so badly for them. I know there were a couple of illusions in the mix, but dude, EMP Tornado, it's really not that hard. Jerry is obviously thinking he's hilarious. They're gonna pick up the Kunkka for diving too hard. Morphling now running away. EMP Tornado and then cast other things. Just cast like an ice wall in front of your team. That way, if any of their melee heroes decide to initiate, they're going to be slowed like crazy. All that stuff is going to make such a big difference. This game can still go so many different ways just because of poor execution on the Dire team. That's all it really takes. And once this Bloodseeker gets a Black King Bar, you know, he's going to run into these team fights, be magic immune, and do tons of damage. So, Dazzle now level 16. Weave is hitting really hard. We didn't even see an ulti out of Uranik there playing that Juggernaut. He doesn't actually have a Butterfly yet, so his items are a little inadequate if we look at like the exact amount of gold that he does have. He is sitting at 16k, so he's actually in the lead for his team. A little surprising, but I guess it does make sense. In terms of the Radiant team, yeah, Bloodseeker doing the best. We have Kunkka sitting pretty well, and Doombringer doing okay as well. But once again, Bloodseeker's items are very appropriate. I think Doombringer's could be better. But with the AC, and he does have this Packleer's Ore, so he's critting and hitting pretty decently. But I would love to see him get another item. What is he saving up for? Is he going to get a Radiance is the thing. I hope he does not. Obviously, Bloodseeker already does have a Radiance. That Ore does not stack at all. And Twisco picking up a Daedalus, so he's going to be hitting really hard. Critting for 600 at the moment. I would love to see him get maybe a Butterfly next. Would be a good item choice. Could do a couple other things, though. But I think a Butterfly or a Black King Bar is going to be the best option for him. Black King Bar is also a good choice in case you're really worried about Rupture, because it does make you magic immune. Black King Bar is finished on Bloodseeker. That will be coming this way. Here comes the TP. Is it Chachi? It's a long TP. Are we going to see it? There's the EMP Tornado coming down. Doom is going to run out of mana completely. The damage done to Bloodseeker is ridiculous. He does Mantle Split out of it, and Twisco will not get the correct target. So, Deafening Blast disabling a couple times, and I think he's going to survive. Bloodseeker taking a lot of damage there. He's going to teleport back home. Pretty good defense by 2 heroes there. Almost getting that Bloodseeker, but not able to. He's literally the damage dealer in the Radiant team. If they could just keep him shut down or keep him out of a team fight, I think they're going to be doing absolutely fine. Looks like Witch Doctor's going for an Aghanim Scepter next. I wish he would get... I thought he was going to get a Blacking Bar with this Ogre Club, but looks like he's going for Aghanims. I wish he would get maybe a Ghost Scepter, possibly, or some armor. Maybe some kind of nice armor item. A Shivas is probably a extreme situation of an item that he would probably never get anyways. Aghanims is pretty good because he will be survivable, but if he had some armor, then even if Bloodseeker was attacking him, it wouldn't do a whole lot of damage. And there's still an AC in play, so -5 armor to their entire team. I don't know where Chachi is thinking about going, but I really do think they should be pushing, using Sheepstick if they can catch the Bloodseeker out of position before he pops his Blacking Bar. Kill him. Kill him in that 3.5 seconds. Drop the disables down. Take him out. Dragon Knight's still a little underfarmed. He does have decent items, but he should have maybe another tank item on top of this at this point. Assuming he was actually doing the solo hard carry route. Looks like Uranic bought some items. Where are they at? Looks like it's a Talisman of Evasion. He's getting very close to his Butterfly. He should literally farm the gold. He's at 600. Needs 300. Butterfly is going to give him an extra 35 damage, 35% attack speed, and not to mention the evasion. But Kunkka being aggressive here. There's a stun on him. Is Twisco. Yeah, Twisco, look at the crosshairs. EMP goes down. Tornado as well. There's the mana drain. And Kunkka almost going to die. Does not get Grave. Witch Doctor being overly aggressive here. He does get stunned immediately. He needs to pop his mech and heal. And wow, the damage being done to Doombringer. Is it going to be enough? The boat comes through. That's going to help out a crap load. Bloodseeker Illusion's doing some damage. And Uranic almost going down here. He's going to ulti this though. And the glyph drops down. And he is... Uranic does go down. Doombringer gets a kill on Witch Doctor. Chachi's still throwing some skills. Still doesn't use his Sheepstick. Another Tornado coming through. And Twisco's probably going to die here. And Dragonite drops as well. Game is starting to become the point of no return. It's been jumping back very much back and forward so far. No sheep was used in that team fight, at least towards the end there. I'm assuming that was not used at all, so a little bit of mistake there. The EMP Tornado did go down. Witch Doctor was too aggressive. That was one mistake he made. He decided to run into the middle of the team fight and drop his crap. You got to do a stun, you maledict a guy, and then you back up a little bit, or an ulti. Or you just don't go that far in. You like maledict a guy on the outside. He was like trying to jump into the middle of that team fight and be really awesome. And another thing, Juggernaut was so close to his Butterfly, but just did not have it. He needs that evasion to survive a little bit more. And wow, Bloodseeker's going to pop the BKB. A little weird. Down to a 9-second duration, coming through, but now he's not going to have it when they actually push up the hill. And Chachi will be able to defend this, I'm pretty sure. Assuming he plays decent. There's the max HP going down for the Kunkka Tornado EMP. Their mana is gone. No TP scrolls on all of these guys. Arcane Boots will help out. There's the Deafening Blast. It's going to disable for 1.75 seconds, and then follow up with them not being able to attack. And there's some aggressiveness by Kunkka. Kunkka making a big mistake here. There's the Cold Snap, and that's going to be it for Kunkka. I'm pretty sure here. Wow, Witch Doctor ulti doing so much bounce damage. Holy crap. Kunkka getting picked off. Dazzle getting cleaned up. Nice play there. Once again, Witch Doctor just rocking face.
You're not contagious.
Bloodseeker running away now. Uranic looking for a kill. Still only 1 level healing ward. I cannot believe he has not maxed this out yet. Huge mistake, dude. He's going to drop it down, doing the cleave damage. Uranic definitely going to be an integral part of their pushing in the future because of that battlefield. Looks like they're going to find Bloodseeker though. I bet he wishes that he actually had his Blacking Bar there. And Deafening Blast. He's going to pick up that kill there despite only doing 120 damage. No big deal. Doombringer will find the... He's going for Heart. Weird. He's tanking like crazy, but his mana pool's actually getting better now that he's putting stat levels in from being such a high level. So it's a Tornado. Yes, he will catch him in the Tornado. He's going to follow up on this. Is he going to get a... Ooh, Ice Wall. Catching the wrong one. He thought it was... Ooh, that is rough. He could have caught him if he knew which one was the right one. The stun! Oh my god, the stun! Holy crap, that could be it. There's the Maledict. It's going to catch 2 heroes. Are they going to get the right one? Cold Snap. No, Chachi! Chachi, no! I guess it doesn't matter, but... Goes after the illusion. Funny stuff. Alright, he's got a Deafening Blast now. Buyback comes from Bloodseeker. Midrex is gone still. I don't remember that happening, but whatever. Dragonite ulti. Are they just going to end the game here? There's the Rupture going on. Dragonite Blacking Bar's absolute waste. And Bloodseeker gets picked off. Almost. Yes, he goes down. So much damage. Twisco even critting hard there. Using the Mantis Cell. Boat comes through, does some good damage, but it's okay, guys. They heal 2% per second. Twisco actually going to end up dying. Overly aggressive on him. Double Ultimate Orb on Morphling. What has he been doing, man? Going for is Scotty here, and wow, gonna clean up. No ulti used once again by Uranic. How is Morphling carrying this game? I don't understand it. There's the sheep cast. Chachi fumbling for spells, but not gonna be able to pick anything up. Going for another cold snap, but are you kidding? He literally got that most underfarmed hero on their entire team, and picks up a Lincoln Sphere, grabs another 2 ultimate orbs, and then he gets an ultra kill. I can't believe it. Seriously, 1,500 gold here. He's got nothing. Got nothing. Virtually. And Kunkka's still tanky as hell. Still only 9 armor. Definitely the biggest mistake that he has in this game. And Dazzle going to pick up a Mystic Staff, going for a Sheep Stick now. His mana regen actually sitting pretty good. His mana pool very high once it actually gets there, so EMP not going to do very much. Deafening Blast once again. Doing some damage. Disarm animation's pretty cool there. Deafening Blast is actually a very, very good late game ability when your Quas is maxed, because the disarm is for 4 seconds. It's useful against so many heroes. Bloodseeker, Morphling, Kunkka. It's like, whoop, sorry, you can't attack for 4 seconds. And it disables for 1.75, so it's basically a 5.75 disable against any melee or physical damage people. And there's the Scotty finished on Morphling, so his regen not sitting very good. His HP is a little low here, but his agility is very high. Tornado's going to miss, actually, just the Morphling. EMP goes through. And top Rax looks to be in a lot of trouble, despite the entire Dire team being alive. Is the tower going to drop? Cold Snap? No, no Cold Snap. Boat coming through, I guess. It's going to nail a couple heroes, but they don't really care a whole lot. Chachi's going to regen from that 28 per second. 3,200 gold on him. Bot lane pushing. It's a big wave. Who's going to get the farm for that? Hopefully Dragon Knight. Pick up an AC or something, man. Even like a heart would be really good on him. Fire Breath. Yeah, so good. Clear the creeps. Let's go. What you at? 1,800 gold. Nothing new since then. 56-minute game. This game is not over yet. I did not expect to cast such like a freaking epic game. 5k advantage for the Radiant team. Scotty's still ready to go on Morphling. I would like to see maybe a Manta style on him. Doombringer being aggressive, Heart of Tresk. Still no Vitality booster though, so he does not have his heart ready to go. And nothing new on Bloodseeker, just that Black King Bar Manta style with the Radiance and the boots. Anything weird? Double Wraithband, he's still got that, whatever, he's got item slots. Do we have any TP scrolls? The answer is no, these guys are too bad for TP scrolls. And how's the Dire team doing for TPs? Twisco has one, Uranic has one, he's got his Butterfly finished. Chachi does not have one, he's making a Black King Bar, which I think is smart. And nothing on Witch Doctor, hasn't had one for a long time. Dragon Knight picking up a Hyperstun, so he looks like he is going for an AC. Mjolnir's also a very good item on Dragon Knight too, if you guys are into that. Courier bringing somebody something. Twisco picks up a Talisman of Evasion, pretty cool stuff. Gonna give him more survivability. Once he gets a Butterfly, he should be able to like kill the entire team, but we'll see, man. With this many carries in the same game, shit gets weird. Really, really weird. Dire team is really scared here. I really feel like they have by far the better hero composition, but whatever, man. Ring of Aquila still up on the Doombringer. He's got 2,800. They have a lot of really tanky heroes for sure. A lot of very tanky heroes. Morphling actually on max agility translation, so he's at 243 damage, but still only has 2 major items here. I have Scotty, very good item for Morphling, because you can turn all the strength you get from it into agility. And it looks like Doombringer caught out. Taking a lot of damage, but not a crap load. There's the Rupture, and it looks like Uranic is going to be the one to eat that Rupture. Is he going to get his ulti? No, the boat kills him just barely as the spin ends. Really unlucky for him. There's the Deafening Blast going to disable a little bit there, but looks like the Dire team in a lot of trouble. I think they're going to lose this. I can't believe it, man. Uranic calls good game. Like they had... Man, this was such a winnable game that the nukes on the Dragon Knight are ridiculous now. Morphling coming through, just doing too much damage. I can't believe they're losing this. Oh my god, they had this game so easy, man. They had like a super farmed Invoker. The disables were apparently not good enough. I mean, I know they have a Bloodseeker and a Morphling, but like... Uranic kept not getting his ulti off. I mean, how many team fights would he just get dropped there to physical damage? And they're actually going to lose this. I can't believe it. I can't believe that they're losing this, man. It's like Invoker, I'm sorry, the Kunkka will die at least, but crap, dude. That is a sad loss. Alright, that's it. Invoker really close to you, holy crap. What's up, dude? Zoom in, bug. Cool stuff. I've never seen that happen before, but I can see the orbs better. Alright, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That was a pubcast. Talked about the critiques. God, they could have won that. And the reason I'm saying this is because I know that if they could have executed not badly, they would have had that one. The game was pretty equal. Looks like Chachi just never died there. His execution was not appropriate though. EMP Tornado every start of the team fight, then do a cold snap ice wall. Those are your choices. And once you get the Deafening Blast up, it's like you shouldn't be losing games like this when they don't have a big farm advantage. And looks like Twisco kept getting caught out of position despite having pretty good items. Maybe like a Blacking Bar would have been really good for him. I'm really surprised I lost that. So I guess thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to be uploading more videos soon. I appreciate it. And feel free to subscribe if you like my video content. But other than that, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching once again, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all my fans, which I'm sure is a lot of you. And follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Purge Gamers if you want to see when I'm streaming or when I'm talking about Dota-related things. And my stream is twitch.tv/ggNetPurge if you want to see me play games. I do that 3 times a week probably now. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.